Okay, so without further ado, let's
Yes.
dive into the conversation.
Yes, Sunil, yes.
Ma'am, I'm honored to have you here, and I was wondering if you could introduce yourself for me and for my viewers.
Yes, thank you for giving me the opportunity, Sunil. So, as you know my name Alka, and I'm calling you from Lucknow. Also, if you talk about my academics, then I'm postgraduate with English literature, and I have two grown-up sons. They both are married, and I have like two granddaughters as well. And my husband, he's a retired banker. And about my hobbies, I love reading and listening to music, and that's about me.
Okay, that's so amazing. Ma'am, according to you, what is life?
Life is like being happy all the time, to keep smiling and be happy all the time, not to like, I don't like criticizing anybody or gossiping the things. So I think one must be able to feel happiness within himself, to find happiness within himself. Not we can like, it's like I'm solitary, I'm at the home, I'm alone. Somebody tells me I'm alone, how to feel happy? There's nobody to talk. But yeah, so much thing is there. You can listen to music, you can watch TV, you can read anything, whatever you want to be. And with families you can go out anywhere. So happiness makes a man happy, and in life you should enjoy the life, whatever the age is. Whatever the age is. Like somebody wants to watch the movies, don't feel that yeah, I've grown up. Why to watch the romantic movies? Why to
Hmm.
listen to the romantic songs? It's not about age. If a person wants to do, he can at every age whatever he wishes to do, and suppose it makes anybody happier. Sometimes my husband he tells me, at this age you listen to those romantic songs. So I go and tell him it's nothing about the age, because I love to hear. So that's the reason I love to hear. It makes me happy. So like life is about happiness, I think. Yeah.
Yes, I fully agree with you. And ma'am, I would say that age is just a number.
Yeah, it's age. Yeah, it's just a number.
Hmm.
And for anything, I think it's never too late to learn. If you want to learn anything, like my co-learners know, they ask me, why are you learning at this age? So to everybody, I tell the same answer that, yeah, at this age, like it's never too late to learn. At any age, I can learn whatever I wish to. And the first thing is that in my age, actually, I didn't have this technology what you
Hmm.
people have right now. Okay, in my time, there was no TV also. We didn't have
Right.
TV, only radio we had, and the small radio and big radio and transistor. Only this thing we had, and apart from that, we had nothing. So how could I learn? At
Hmm.
this age, when I saw that Skype is there and so many apps are there, why could I not like my passion which lay dormant in my mind? So why don't I just take out that passion of my from my mind and to
Right.
develop here only with all the people and interacting with different people all the day. So I'm here just to pass out my time well, and yeah, to interact with different people. I love to interact. Yeah, that's it.
Yes, and I would love to tell you one thing, ma'am, that when it comes to your era, at that point of time, people used to have a long memory and they
Right.
always were focused. But talking about today's era, you know what happens? We are mostly distracted. The more
Yes.
things we have, the more we delay things. I know that
Yes.
when I go for any videos, if I want to learn ASMR, if I YouTube anything, there I know that I'll be distracted. I'm going to have
Yes.
variety of videos. And
Yes.
there I will not be able to choose whether I should watch first video, second one, and the third one. The
Yes.
moment I start watching them, that point of time, I end up getting some pop-ups. They are
Yes.
about new movies and other things. So I don't feel this time people are focused. Earlier, I remember the time of my father. He still is very good at mathematics. But look at
Oh,
me, I completely rely on mobile phones. I
yes.
accept my mobile number. I'm afraid to say that I'm not able to recall or I have not memorized any numbers.
Oh,
But this era is not good. Your time was amazing, ma'am, I think. What do you feel?
yeah. Yes. My time was very, I must say, like, I miss my childhood time, and that time was very, Sunil, that time was, I would say that it was a fantastic time of mine, when we didn't have anything. So the people, because we didn't have TV as well, not even mobile. So what kept us busy was that we would interact with different people, like going to the
Hmm.
houses, calling them over here, and going for the picnics and going for the movies. Only these kind of things we could do. And so that's the reason why I didn't have an atmosphere of spoken English in my time.
And one
So
more thing is here, ma'am, that why you did not focus on English earlier. That point
yeah,
of time, English was not the talking point. Now
yeah,
everyone is after
yes,
English. Look at
yes,
everyone. When I look at housewives, they
yeah,
want to learn English. When you ask for school going people, school
yeah,
going children, they are after this language. They really want to learn. So
yes,
everyone is trying to learn this language. That's why the craze
yeah.
of English has increased a lot.
Yeah, it has increased, definitely, of course. And my granddaughter, she's only in class second. And at English, she's such a good speaker, She speaks so well, her vocabulary is also fantastic. So, so this is her childhood. And when she'll grow up, so her language will be like far more better.
Right. And one more thing, ma'am, I have realized that if you are highly educated, but if you do not speak English,
Yes,
people will treat you like dirt. They feel that your education is not up to the mark. It doesn't matter how
yes,
good you are at your academic. If
right,
you are not able to articulate your ideas
right,
using this
right.
beautiful language, then people will always take you for granted.
Yes, of course, this is the truth. So, if somebody like writes very well, I would write very well. And somewhere in the magazine, one article of mine was published in that magazine, and like I had solved many crossword puzzles also. I got a reward that time. But actually, I was only lacking in the spoken part.
Yes.
So, yeah, I could write very well. I could read all the like whatever I would read, I would get the point. What the author is saying. Everything came into my mind very well. But the thing I lacked was the spoken English. So that was the what I regret a lot. Why didn't I have this technology at
Yes.
my time? Yeah.
So, ma'am, when did your English journey start?
Yeah, Sunil, it actually started March, I would say. February last, I had joined this group on 27th or 28th February, I had joined. So it's been like 5 months. Yeah, 4 and 5 months.
Hmm. And now you are at that level. I think, ma'am, you were already very good at this language. You just needed the atmosphere.
Yes,
This
yeah,
is
yeah.
what you lacked, I think.
Yeah, because Sunil, I would say like my class, my studies, like from first to eighth was in convent school in Mumbai. So that base of mine, that my parents laid like foundation of mine was stronger. To
Hmm.
build that foundation, I didn't get the atmosphere. So
Hmm.
that foundation was something like that improved me to speak in English. Yeah. I still have to learn a lot. I can't say that I'm satisfied with my language. So I'm developing more and more. I'm trying to. Yeah.
And ma'am, there are many things that we have to look after when it comes to English. I
Yes.
have been an English trainer and I feel that I only know 1%, and I think sometimes I feel I know less than that.
Yeah.
It is because multiple things are introduced in English.
Right.
Pronunciation, grammar,
Yeah. Vocabulary.
vocabulary. These days,
Yes.
ma'am, everyone is after. And
Yeah.
vocabulary has been one of my favorite things in English.
Yeah. Yes.
So if you are not good at vocabulary, people will say, "Oh, look at you! You always have monotonous ways of
Yeah.
speaking. Every time you use humdrum words and so on."
Correct. And it looks like language looks more beautiful, no? When we use the beautiful vocabularies in it and we try to put it. But sometimes, though I know the vocabularies, but often I forget to introduce them, while talking to somebody. It happens with me. But I'm trying to like put them in my conversation.
Yes,
Yeah.
and making an effort is very important. The
Yeah.
more you try, the easier it is going to become. And
Yes,
ma'am,
right.
one more thing is here. I also provide online classes. So I have been fortunate enough. I usually get students at your age, ma'am,
Okay.
because they are free. They love to devote most of their time to this language.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
usually have a problem with the pronunciation. What about you, ma'am?
Okay.
When it comes to new words,
Yeah.
they are very a bit difficult to pronounce.
So I think like tongue twisters will definitely help them, no? I
Right.
think.
Hmm.
Yeah. So they should like go for the tongue twister. There are many. So you can tell them to practice with the tongue twisters, and definitely it will help the in the pronunciation part.
It means, ma'am, you don't have any difficulties in pronouncing words.
No, actually not.
Actually, what they say that we just want to speak. Don't teach us pronunciation. Don't give us vocabulary. Make us teach in a way where people can understand us.
Right, right, right.
Hmm. Okay, ma'am. What has been the most challenging thing for you when it comes to English?
Yeah, right now most challenging thing. Right now, you're asking about.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, ma'am. You have been into this journey. So,
Yeah.
what
The
is the?
most challenging thing is that I want to I think sometimes when I go out and I find somebody like a stranger to me, and he's a very good speaker, he has a different accent, like a British or American accent. That time I find difficulty to understand him. So there are some cold under some mind that they have a British accent, and that time I feel challenging. How to means how to grasp the what he's saying. So
Hmm.
it makes me very difficult at such times. One of my co-learners, he has a British accent, and many times he has tried to connect with me. Every time he asks me, "Ma'am, do you have time?" Do you just sometimes I refrain from connecting with him. I feel I may not get through his accent if I won't be able to talk to him. Then so these kind of things I
Somewhere,
find
ma'am.
challenging with the different accents. Yeah.
Hmm. Somewhere I think that person is mistaken. If you have a conversation with someone, make sure that person should be comfy with your style of speaking.
Yeah, but it's not that. Yeah. There are
Okay.
many, not to name anyone, there are many, they have like British accent. So that time I do want to connect with those persons.
Hmm.
But I think it will be for difficult for me.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But ma'am, I have also encountered a couple of people. They
Yeah.
do have these accents, but I think they are the phony accents they have. They
Yeah.
don't have, even some teachers are there, they don't know how to pronounce English.
Right,
And
right.
then they pretend that they are from Britain, they are from America. That is not the right way. First of all, you need to know the basics. You need to know the
Yeah.
natural way of pronouncing things. You don't
Yeah.
know how to produce sounds and then you just imitate others and then you pretend, okay,
Yes.
I have British accent, this and that. So it doesn't work like that. You have
Yeah.
to work on various things.
Yes. Yes. I don't know why being an Indian they want to like develop the different accent. Our accent is plain, so why to go run behind those accents? I don't know.
Yes, ma'am. Intonation is required. Somewhere we need to know where we need to raise our voice, where we need to keep it down, where we need to keep it low.
Yeah.
This is what we can do as a speaker. If you want to be an eloquent speaker, there we can do it.
Yes.
But speaking in
So
a way where it scares people, like you are one of them. Sometimes it happens to me, but
yeah.
I know them. I know their level. I know them
Yes.
inside out. I know how well they speak, so I don't care.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, yes,
So
I have a couple of questions, and then we will.
yes.
How you are going to celebrate, ma'am, Raksha Bandhan? What is your plan?
Yeah. My plan is like my brother is close to my house,
Mm-hmm.
so he will come tomorrow. Yeah, and we will both celebrate with lunch and all that sweets and everything.
And what about your health, ma'am? How do you keep up yourself?
Yeah, I do practice a lot of yoga in the mornings. Like I devote 2 or 2.5 hours completely for my yoga and exercises. And evening I go for a walk. I gave you today time, for 6 or 6:30. That's why I told you to come on time because I have to go for my like evening walk.
So you don't skip it. It doesn't matter.
No, when it rains, sometimes when it rains, so I walk inside my house only. From one room to other, I just keep on moving. Yeah.
But ma'am, is it not enough? As you said that you perform yoga and after that you again go for evening walk. So why you are so conscious?
No, because yoga has helped me a lot, Sunil, really in my life. I'm practicing yoga like for the past 18 years, maybe 18 or 20 years,
Oh.
and it has helped me a lot. So, like I had some stiff knees, and Now it's okay. When I walk and when I perform yoga and exercises, like in the morning, I used to sneeze very badly whenever I got up from the bed. And like everybody in the house, you would get to know that now Alka has got up from the bed
Right.
because I would sneeze, actually. So that sneezing has gone, it has vanished completely. And I had a migraine problem also. So when I started doing yoga, so from since many years, I have not any time I'm not like migraine, I've not suffered migraine actually.
I'm pleased to know that you are out of multiple diseases.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, ma'am, I would not stop you from going for your evening walk, and I would like you to be healthy, happy. And ma'am, I really enjoyed this conversation.
Yes,
I did
even
not
us.
expect because I was not really aware that Alka ma'am would be you. Because I only had I did not have your picture, and I do respect people, and then because of the time constraints, we were not able
Yes.
to have the conversation. So ma'am, I really
I
enjoyed.
wish I wish again you give me a chance to speak some other day.
Yeah,
Maybe
sure.
because I know you keep yourself very busy with your videos and everything you have to do, but still, if you give me like 10 minutes only, I'll be very glad.
Yes, ma'am. On Sundays, I'm free. So whenever you feel like
Yes, yes,
talking, if I'm available, just let me know.
yes,
We will be connected.
yes.
All right, ma'am.
Okay.
Take care. Bye. Wish you
Yes,
happy
bye,
Raksha
Sunil.
Bandhan in advance.
Yes, to you too. Happy Raksha Bandhan.